Bueno, ahora sí, es un lindo día para continuar con esto que hace rato no lo hago.
It shall be done.
Lo que tenemos. Ropa. Y déjame leerla, macho. Es un mastodonte, boludo.
As you say.
Quédate. ¿La otra qué era? Cabello rojo, capa color verde. Ahora. Ahora ya se cubre, ¿no? Pasa bicho culiao. El otro pelotudo. No. ¿Es esa de chamo?
Your word.
piérdelo.
Very well.
¿Dónde se metió del orco, el lobo, boludo? ¿Qué onda? Una cargarra chocolativa.
It shall be done.
Oh no. Esperá, ¿no hay otra misión por acá tampoco? No. Vamos a llevarle algo. ¿Cómo se llama? Al tablón. Boludo. Oh, escribir.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Si los osos son, tengo que llegar acá. A ver. No anda por allá. A ver que agarrar el puente. Pero no tengo ganas de agarrar el puente, que sea acá nomás. ¿No?
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Ah, tranca.
Must exhaust our supply.
Pero vamos a rellenar. Vamos.
I should.
Puro marcalo, papi. No, yo eso. Oh, se pudo, ¿no?
I am ready.
Should not have taken as long as it did.
No, qué sé yo, se buscar. Yo no
Very
veía,
well.
vamos para acá. Unos pelotudos. Habilidad, boludo, salió una puta tapa. Acá.
Very well.
Lo uso por acá. Un árbol que indica un lugar. Una señal del terreno identificable, pero más poco interesante en este.
Have no true
Ahí
reason to
están los
fight us.
exploradores.
I see.
Now we do battle.
Se atacan a veces,
Shall
pero
we,
bueno,
as
¿no?
you say?
Begin the onslaught. You will
¿De a pie? Madre. Las arañas ya, pero... Ni para acá. Ah, no, creo que... ¿Tiró?
an order.
Se nos tocan perfecto.
I see. Another battle, I see. Victory!
slaughter shall be continued. By the Maker!
It shall be done. It is begun. As you say.
Está huevo la gente. ¿Otra vez? Sí, pero esos cornetas esos no me dejaron en pie. Pensé que tenía que llevarle la piel. Algo así, sí, boludo. Todas estas misiones pelotudas sirven para subir experiencia.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Ah, mira.
And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Dale, gracias, pagame. Ah, es un soberano. Ah. Ratas.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
Una banda de tocino tengo.
So I asked him, what's he got that I don't? And you know what he says?
Your wife in his bed?
What do you wish of me? If you must.
¿Qué más? Ah, un cuatro. No me pienso andar convirtiendo en un bichardo, así que... De gordo
You're
debería
here
la
about
estación.
food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Ahora la toxina. Ok.
What can I get you then? Luck speed your way.
Vamos a andar. Cuidado, cliente.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
A ver. Enséñame lo que tienes. Eso muy calor, ¿qué es esto? Chao, nos vimos. 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 Chao. Chao, chao. Chao, chao. Chao. ¿Qué armaduras tiene este culiado, eh? Está en Nash. Tengo mejor. Escudo. Mejor. Agarre, ahora. Creo que me agarra.
As if we needed more fighting here.
Please,
Don't you
I
see how
must
scared
continue,
everyone is?
Else I earn
I
no
just
coin
play what
tonight.
the innkeep asks. We need his
Oh,
coin to
like us
travel
for this
north.
creature they locked up in that village, isn't it? The one that killed those families.
Creo que hay misiones ahí, ¿no?
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden. Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
I am trying to listen to the bard's song. Can we speak once they finish?
I'm trying to listen to the bard's song.
As if
Can
we
speak
needed
when
more
they're done?
fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
If you want something, speak to Dinar. I don't deal with customers.
I don't deal with customers.
Very well. Been out to the market. There's not much to be had.
There isn't likely to be more anytime soon, that's for sure.
What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
¿Qué pasa acá? No me falta lo suyo. Nah, mirá vos. 3 puntos me faltan, boludo. Vete también está nomás. Más o menos. Vete está atrás. Bueno, pues ya nivel 7. Cuidado. Esto boludo que hacemos.
Please,
The blight has
came
truly
here to
come.
get away
And the
from the
king is
fighting.
dead.
Oh, otro pibito.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
No. No, qué tanto llorando. Pásate.
You do not seem a refugee. Are you part of the army?
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Speak.
Why are we stopping?
Oh.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
Like that.
I am. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world. I have always fought in war, human. No. Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Suena bien ser pobre. Qué culiao.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight. As you wish.
Bueno.
Do this, do that.
Do this, do that. Oh, joder, no hay que pasar por allá abajo. Por la vuelta al pedo, tengo que colgar. Podrían haber dejado pasar por el arriba, ¿no? Ah, no, pues si no te ibas a ir a la mierda lo primero y no ibas a hacer las cosas acá. ¿Son perro o carpincho, boludo? ¿Qué pasa?
Oh, that's the creature they locked up in the cage, isn't it?
Sí. No puede ser que me falten 6 puntos de experiencia, boludo, para subir de nivel y todavía no suba. Hay que ver. Hasta que los mañana.
Someone help us!
Ah, ¿cómo? Pero...
Let's finish.
Vale, pajero. Está aquí, boludo. Ajá.
I am ready. Begin the onslaught.
Down you go!
Run while you can. All druids save some dignity, fool.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we? We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Venga.
Very well.
Plátano va a tener ese. Dale. Sí, notas. Un sitio en la Torre del Círculo. Allí dejé algunas cosas, en su mayoría robadas a los encantadores. Véndelas para abrirte camino. Están escondidas en la zona de estudio, en la cámara central. En la Torre del Círculo. Bien.
It has begun.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Campamento.
Yes? Well, here I am. What is meant by someone like me? Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on. Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Ah, el enano. Corneta aquel, mira.
Yes? Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think. Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself.
Cuando los Kirchhoff se creían invencibles y los recabiaban.
City, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the Golden City, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Oh. Un segundo y vengo. Culiada de cortar. Espera un segundo, vamos a seguir con la historia de la pibita esta. Nice.
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Olay. A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered. Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat. The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Olay so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fedek at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Vamos a cagar, ¿no? Ahora 36 de fuerza, boludo. La banda, vale, boludo. No hay cosas buenas de nano, pero... Cara.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him, what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
Oh. Ah, tengo que comprar una. Ay, ¿qué paga tengo yo? Todo familiar, 770. 840, pará. 40. 0. Daño más 1, ataque más 4. Efecto curatura de velocidad más 10. 1.5, no, prefiero más 4. Action. Una runa, ¿cuánto sale una runa?
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
A ver, cuidado.
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there too, merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose. Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tides fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for. The lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Mira. Ah, no están. Tan tan. Runas, ¿eh? ¿Qué es esto? Resistencia de hechizos más 4, resistencia más 2. Mirá, daño por fuego, qué pelo. Ahí me gusta, Cara, mientras más daño dan, más. No. Sale cara, Pero está buena.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
La vendaron de mi vender, pero no.
What do you wish of me?
Se la presto alguno.
If you must. What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Then I assume our discussion ends here.
No. ¿Por qué menos 10?
Interesting.
No. Mariscal, la verdad, me echó los huevos. Vamos, 8.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Pará.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
¿Otra chavala podrida esa?
Been out to the market?
Casa, pero.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Acá hay uno. Lattergritch.
Neighbor fled the city yesterday. So,
Where to?
Were you really in that cage for 20 days?
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while.
What did you do? I mean, 20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing.
On good days, I posed riddles to the passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers.
Really?
No.
Yes? What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Allá. Cayó. Reclutadito, papi.
Very well.
I am led to understand that the Canary have their own mages as well. Is this so?
You would not understand.
Not understand? Is it mental capacity that you believe I lack? Or are you worried I will sympathize with my so-called brethren?
Take your pick.
Is that supposed to make me angry?
It means I find myself wishing that your people held proper, civilized attitudes towards magic.
That is a rather hostile thing to say.
And yet you continue speaking. Astonishing.
Eso fue boludo. Qué cap. No le cabe una del bicho ese, boludo. Vamos al bosquecito este, ¿dónde? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué es esto? Vamos a estar, no. Cabrito. Seguro va a enganchar a un hijo de puta en el camino. ¿Ves? ¿Qué te dije? Forros que son siempre lo mismo. ¿A dónde se pica? Dale. Arañas de mierda. Corre hasta acá.
It is done.
As you say.
Olvídate que van a salir vuelta.
I shall do it.
Papel en blanco. Un carta en blanco, como. ¡Ah! ¡Qué pelotudo! Pasar por ahí, pasar por acá, ¿no? No por dónde va, por ahí. Ahora aparece una araña más. Dale, guacho. ¿Viste? Ahora por eso.
It is begun.
Dale, raíz élfica, boludo. Campeón de las profundidades del cojete, pelotudo. Hay otro pelotudo. ¿O no?
Just fight.
Bingo. A mí me agarra la porquería. Dame la revuelta, por favor. A cagar, güey.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? No, I think not. Either inform me of your purpose or turn around. I am the gatekeeper here. A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth? No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Huh?
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zafrian, the keeper of this clan. Its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Papi.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
¿Qué pasa, amigo? Oh. Está hecho verga.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. Go on then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Under an Etitian Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zaprian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once.
I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought. Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours? I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since. It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however. I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
Oh, yeah.
I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future. They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless. It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
Oh.
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say. In time, and with seclusion, we Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought, they lost.
Okay.
Shemlen, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in our Lathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile. Aren't you? You're human, and to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness. Oh? That is easy to say when you are not a homeless wanderer of a broken people. It is all we can do to cling onto our past now. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
Sentido.
Certainly. A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Oh.
As you wish. Darth Shiro.
Perfecto. Maybe.
Hello? I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me.
Are all these Baz such cringing, ineffectual creatures?
I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but We're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. But the Keeper said, no, I just can't. What if I encountered a werewolf? I couldn't defeat one of those on my own. No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter. I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed. Really? I'm willing to try anything. Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
How do they move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way?
Andaran Atishan, outsider. You spoke to him? What did he say? Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I? It does matter. I am sorry, but I will not rest my future on the advice of an outsider, no matter how kind. Please, tell Kamen I am sorry.
Pero la puta madre. Guacho, no hay caso.
Oh, what do you want now? I told you everything already. You did? What did she tell you? Nor would I have expected differently. But thank you for trying. Until I complete my hunt and become a true hunter, it shall never be. Wooing? I don't understand. A gift? No, that wouldn't be appropriate. Not before we're married.
Bebé.
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her. Such as? All right. I'm not going anywhere anyhow.
También pelotudo.
What do you want now? I told you everything already.
Bueno, creo que lo próximo será ir a... Se caga hombre lobo, ¿no? Poca acción esta etapa, pero... Ahí vamos.
Yes.
No, no quiero hablar con vos, peludo.
As you wish.
Cualquier ataque. Veremos cómo sigue la acción en la próxima parte.